The following is a special presentation of Big Polly's World of Sports Sims, alternating the reality of sports and entertainment since 2020. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another installment of the PWT main event, the Professional Wrestling Tour. I am Big Polly, coming to you, the recording date being Saturday, Super Bowl Saturday, the 12th of February, 2022. And our main event tonight will be Dick Hutton, who I learned from reading Jack Briscoe's book recently, was a three-time NCAA champion before turning pro. He won the NCAA heavyweight title, the unlimited title in collegiate wrestling, his freshman, sophomore, and senior year. And only Vern Gagne kept him from winning the championship all 4 years. And Dick Hutton is heading to Minneapolis should he defeat Jake the Snake Roberts in our world title bout today. And let me show you our little roll call of champions. Only three of them in PWT, and they tour the country and the world defending their title. It's still Dick Hutton who is world champ. It's still Tully Blanchard who is the junior heavyweight champion, although he will get Antonio Inoki again in a rematch in Detroit. That'll be our next stop. So check out the Big Polly's World of Sports Sims Facebook page. I post the matches I don't show you here on that. Or you could go to the Wrestling's Finest Delphi group. And the World Tag Team Champions are still Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens. They successfully defended their championship in Memphis against the Road Warriors when the Road Warriors got DQ'd when FTR, the AEW Tag Team, came to the ring. So it's a one-fall, 60-minute time limit bout. And it looks like I have everything in order here. Hutton will be a prohibited favorite. And we'll get to the match right after this. If you like the video you're watching, feel free to use the Amazon link provided. I'll put it in the description down below. I forgot I was an Amazon affiliate. I set that up a couple of years ago and I never used it. So if you would be so kind as to click on the description and visit Amazon. I don't care what you get. I'm not going to force anything on you. Kindle is great. I've been reading Kindle books for over 10 years on the phones that I have had. I started with a BlackBerry in 2011, and now I have an iPhone SE. So it's Hutton and Jake the Snake doing battle. Let's tell you first about the undercard on this Mid-South stop in New Orleans, Louisiana. We had a few grudge matches after the results of the last month's card. JYD and Mr. Olympia, Junkyard Dog, went to a double countout. Nothing got settled there. They'll have a no DQ bout next month. Leroy McGurk, a double countout with Terry Gordy at 28:06. Rip Hawk and Swede Hansen defeat the Steiners 15:05. Hodge and DiBiase, it was Hodge winning by DQ when Terry Gordy stuck his beak in. And Hodge and Gordy will have a bout next month, although next month the World Junior Heavyweight Champion, whoever it is, will be in town. So Hodge might miss out and Leroy McGurk might get the shot should Tully Blanchard still hold the title, but that is way up in the air. We had another double countout, our third of the night. Stanislav Sabisco one-man gang go to a DCO at 11:37. So far, under the current rules of the trading point system, Mid-South has picked up 50 points. They did not make any transactions. They were at 60, so they're now currently at 110 pending this bout. And in March, I'm going to change the rules to where if the match gets a 0.5 star, which is the worst rating a match can get, which meant it was a real stinker, you lose 50 points. And if it's a 1 star, 1.5, you lose 25. But I also think what I'm going to do is if somebody gets cleanly pinned, like for instance in this, the only clean pin was the Steiners doing the job to Rip Hawk and Swede Hansen. They would be free agents. If a world champion loses it clean in the middle, he loses his title and he becomes a top contender. If a top contender loses clean, then he would go to the circuit of the choice, or the team would go to the circuit of their choice. And if somebody is a circuit regular, then they would become a free agent and they would be randomly drawn into a new territory, and the circuit would get compensation in terms of market value. So whatever the Steiner's ratings was, I take the rating they have in the game, the rating they have via rankings, and I have averaged them out, and that's what I call market value. So I make the game a little more complicated than it is, but I kind of enjoy doing it that way. This is kind of like my Universal Baseball Association, if you have ever read that Robert Coover book, following Henry Waugh around. So here are the trade hold recommendations. We don't have to do a darn thing. Hope you all are going to enjoy the Super Bowl weekend. I'll be doing a few videos the next couple of days. I'll be doing an HTBL game a little later on this afternoon, and we'll tape one for tomorrow, and that'll be it. And then we start up with HTFL Week 7, and off we go. Of course, Vogue is going to like Dick Hutton in this bout. He is an overwhelming favorite. But with Jake the Snake, you never know. Auto control loss over to Hutton, no action. So we start out with a bit of a stalemate. Roberts with a headlock. That's the first successful move of the bout. Roberts quickly locks in a figure four, but Hutton able to slip away from that like an eel. Auto control loss over to Hutton. Illegal turnbuckle move. Back elbow to Jake Roberts' face. Of course, Jake Roberts was the son of Grizzly Smith, and that rather tumultuous relationship was covered in Dark Side of the Ring on the Vice channel. And Jake the Snake now does a podcast with Diamond Dallas Page called Snake Pit. I've been listening to that the last few weeks. And Hutton sticking and moving, trying to wear Roberts down a little bit. Elbow smash. And right now, it's very, very early. Kick countered by Jake, and he goes for a chop. Illegal punches by Roberts, and very high odds against a pin there. Probably about, probably about 1/3% the way I quickly do math on that. Legal forearm by Roberts, disqualified check. Dick Hutton tries a counter move. Hutton attacks Roberts as he climbs through the ropes in an effort to get back into the ring. So they're back in the ring. Hearing the crowd support, Dick Hutton, very popular, races past the referee and surprises Jake Roberts with a couple of quick moves. It was very popular in wrestling to have amateurs become professionals back in the olden days. Of course, Kurt Angle is an example of that in the present day. No action. Oklahoma Hayride, and could we have an early exit for Roberts? We do not. 4-1-1 is the record of Dick Hutton. And we have not used this card yet for Jake Roberts, so I might have had him as a babyface last month, but he's a better heel, really. Abdominal stretch. Arm hold by Hutton. I usually use what is the best card, but I have a feeling that Jake would be a good heel for Hutton here. The other alternative was One Man Gang. This is a territory that's a little front loaded with baby faces. Unknown injury by Dick Hutton, and this could be a chance for Roberts here. He's got a window of opportunity, and he loses effectiveness and loses 50 stamina. Punches by Roberts. Of course, he was just on AEW this Wednesday past, delivering a short arm clothesline to Hangman Adam Page, but Page successfully defended the AEW belt in a Texas death match with Lance Archer, but it wasn't an old school Texas death match. They kind of used the WWF rules for Texas death matches, where a count out or a submission would end the match, and you kept going until that. And here's a pinning combination, and it's successful. Hutton has turned back the challenge of Jake the Snake Roberts with a roll-up at 11:33. So if this match were to take place next month, Roberts would be out of the territory. Hutton is your winner at 11:33. He will retain the title and head now to Minneapolis to defend it. Most likely the challenger would, well, I don't want to speculate as to who the challenger would be, but the most likely opponent would probably be Nick Bockwinkel if I wasn't looking, but we will straighten that out as the bout goes on. It got a 3-star rating, 25 more points to the Mid-South Circuit, so they'll wind up with 135, which they could use next month to do a whole bunch of things that they would like to do, or could do. And no post-match attack. So our bout is over. Dick Hutton, a quick winner at 11:33 over Jake the Snake. He goes on to the Minneapolis territory, which we will be at on Tuesday, and we'll see who he defends the title against. But for now, this has been Big Paulie coming to you, wishing you well. Godspeed. God bless. Have a safe Super Bowl weekend, because it feels like it's a holiday, so I should just put that in there. If you're going out and you're drinking, just be careful, or smoking something a little stronger than cigarettes, because some of you do that too. Godspeed. God bless. Me and Ella will wish you a very heartfelt good day.